Good morning, YouTube. Tin Can Gardener here. So, I wanted to show you guys something. I'm out here in the garden this morning, and I've been picking some whoppers. I'll show you those in a minute. But, you see that right there? Worm droppings. And usually, if you see that, you want to look up under the leaves and see where they are. I think I already killed that one. But, as you can see, it is pickle worm season here in South Florida. And believe me, BT, you'll use it by the buckets. But it never hurts for a little bit of a mechanical removal, which just is a fancy way of saying pick them off. There's one right there. What that look like? Right there. But I just kill them, throw them to the side. Get them out of there. If that's too much for you, then you could always just spray them with BT. BT just shrinks their digestive tract so they can't eat. It's harmless to humans and pets. So, unless you have a pet worm, caterpillar, then I'd not use it. Also, like spraying BT on certain plants like your citrus is bad because the swallowtail butterfly likes to lay its eggs on citrus a lot. They're really beautiful butterflies. See, like this little fellow looks like he got some BT because he's not growing, he's turning yellow, getting sick, so that tells me it's working. But we got some decent cucumbers this year. I can't complain. I mean, I'm gonna leave that one for a seed, but we got some nice size ones. And I've been getting some monster tomatoes. Look at these things. These are ugly ripe variety. I thought they were a different kind, but they're ugly ripe. I grew ugly ripe. My daughter grew brandywines, and I grew the mortgage lifters, which are these yellow ones right here. I'm gonna have to pick this one. It's starting to blush. I pick them whenever they start to blush because we got raccoons, possums, a whole bunch of critters that wouldn't mind tearing into my tomatoes, and they know whenever they're ripe. So, but that ain't the biggest one. Let me back this thing up. Look at this thing. This is one tomato. Just one big old tomato. So I don't even know what that thing weighs. Ow. And then I got that one right there, which is another ginormous tomato. So, and a bunch of cherry tomatoes all through. These plants are like 7 to 10 foot tall. It goes all the way up that bamboo pole. So, but yeah, got peppers, a bunch of little peppers. I don't need them. They're too hot. They're bird's eye chilies. Now, also, I got to spray with some copper fungicide again because I'm starting to get bird's eye. I got to cut that off of there. But like I said before, my season's coming to an end quickly here because it's gonna be too hot to grow these. So I gotta switch over to Roselle and things like that. But I'm gonna take out as many of these little moth caterpillars as I can because they destroy stuff. But yeah, I mean, look at this guy. That's a mammoth tomato. That's kind of a big one. This one's big and it's starting to blush. Here, another cucumber right there. Another one over there. Another worm I gotta take out. But these plants did really, really well. I got a couple big ones up in there. They did really good. I'm very happy with these. I will be saving seeds from those, definitely. So that's what's going on in the garden. Just kind of out here harvesting. Figured I'd do a video on those worms. Pickle worms can destroy a garden in 3 days if they're not controlled. You start seeing this, you better start lifting up leaves and looking because they're there. And especially if you see a leaf that's like crimped. If it looks something like that right there, like you see it like that, yeah, there's a worm up under there. So they're also known as tent worms in some places, but sometimes what they'll do is they'll bore a hole in your fruit, and then it's useless. So I try to keep on top of it and make sure I check my stuff as much as possible. So, well, let me see here. Whenever those, I got collard greens growing. This is basil, whatever you want to call it. More collard greens and my dragon tongue beans that are in there. They're delicious. That is elderberry right there. So that thing's growing like crazy. This thing's growing like crazy. So I think I'm having a couple big old elderberry bushes, which is fine. And the cilantro is doing very well in all the beds. So good year for cilantro. I will be planting basil, more basil as well. So yeah, very happy with this year's garden. Very happy. Well, till next time, guys. Tin Can Gardener. Get out there and grow something.